Hi everyone, Jim McLaughlin again, jimmclaughlin.ca, the website where you're going to get a lot of ideas for comedy humor and probably for some of you, most importantly, effective presentations. There's a lot of resources out there. The Exceptional Presenter, which is this book right here, is one place where you could start. But when you're looking to become a more effective speaker, a more effective presenter, one of the things you want to do is certainly listen to feedback from your audience or your class. In high school, I taught a class, grade 11-12 psychology class for about 10 years, and I instituted what was the Mr. McLaughlin Impression Contest, which meant that on the second day of class, I announced it, that on the second last day of class, any student in the class who had watched me teach for this semester would have the opportunity of doing an impression of me. And ladies and gentlemen, they were good. Yes, I learned quite a bit. Probably the best was a young man who said, Mr. McLaughlin, can I borrow your briefcase? And he disappeared out the door. And then he came charging in the door. And he opened the briefcase and he moved all sorts of papers around, never making eye contact with anyone. And then he wrote a few things on the board. And then he went up to the back of the classroom and he rearranged something to do with a 16mm projector. Do you remember 16mm projectors? Anyway, he went back down and of course he's got a piece of white paper on the back of his head to indicate the bald spot that was growing ever larger in my particular case as a middle-aged teacher. And finally, all he did was go to the center of this Highlander room at Almaguin Highlands Secondary School with the 25 or 28 students, and he had his head down and suddenly he looked up from the center of the class and he said, "How's everyone doing today?" And everyone laughed. I sort of laughed. Anyway, I had to ask some questions about, is that the way you really see me when I come into class? Well, the sorts of things you learn from feedback are really quite amazing. Sometimes it's hard to listen to feedback, but that's the way we learn. There are going to be a lot of suggestions on this website about effective presentations, and we hope you learn from them and you enjoy them. Bye for now.